Yeah, started recording. Broadcasting recording.
See, there are two aspects of human being: the body, mind, intellect. Deha, manasu, buddhi. Right? Body, mind, and intellect. Now, the spirituality is a process of purification. Okay? Adhyatma andre naman purify ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. The body is related to hands. Hands that serve is what purifies the body. Andre deeper consciousness. Service is what purifies the body. Devotion is what purifies the mind. Knowledge is what purifies the intellect. Okay? Deha Shuddhi, under Karma Shuddhi, is through Karma Yoga, service, seva. Manas Shuddhi through Bhakti. Jnana Shuddhi through the intellect, the Buddhi Shuddhi through Jnana. These are three called Yoga: Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga. Understand? Now, in Karma Yoga, you do service. Without selfless service, Nishkam Karma. Seeing Lord in everybody, Bhagavantan Nodata, Seva Martira. That's called Karma Yoga. You are not expecting anything return. So in this process, your intentions and actions get purified. Your actions will be very focused because you are doing service. Okay, you do a beautiful action. And your mind, intellect gets purified because Karma Yoga.
But isn't that also a desire to have the purifying?
That's okay, you are impure, no, already. So somebody who has a disease, Roga. Somebody has a disease, right? To get cured is a desire. It's fine desire, good desire. Nothing wrong in that. After it gets cured, the desire will disappear. But to have a disease and then don't have a desire that I have to get cured is dangerous. Roga. Same thing. Spiritual disease is that. Now for spiritual disease, this is the prescription is there, medicinal practice is there, yoga is there, karma yoga is a practice, bhakti yoga is a practice, jnana yoga practice. Now then to deny that I have a disease is a problem. To say I don't have a desire is also a false. Spirituality doesn't say you have to live in falsehood, you have to live in truth. You understand, you have to accept that I have a disease, I have to purify it. Right? Okay, that's for karma yoga is for body. Bhakti yoga is for mind. And mind if you see, mind doesn't respond to logic. Okay? Mind responds to the nature. Mind responds to form. If you see a flower, who will know it? Can you say what beauty is in the flower? What is beauty? Define beauty. Can you define a beauty in the flower? The moment you define it, will go. It's all very abstract qualities. The mind responds to that abstract qualities. It touches that. You don't have to tell, analyze, there's no analysis there. So if you give it a chemist, give a flower, you will say hydrogen 28%, oxygen 28%, okay, and chlorophyll another 10%. Is that flower? It's death. The moment you analyze, it becomes death. Understand?
Recording.
The moment you analyze, life becomes death. Okay? The devotion looks at the life in totality. In devotee, it doesn't matter. Bhagavan has lifted the mountain with the finger or not. All that he wants to know is glorify the Lord, Bhagavan. Okay? The logic doesn't matter to him. He constantly wants to understand the greatness of God through words, songs, bhajans, whatever is that. In that process, the mind becomes very pure. Worship the Lord. That's called Bhakti Yoga. See, understand. Who is your favorite technologist? Anyway, he's dead, I know. Bill Gates, right? Steve Jobs.
Both are like
Steve Jobs. So you see some great qualities in them, and they constantly thinking of great qualities of God, Guru, will purify your mind. Okay? So when that really hits you, oh my God, this is the great qualities, then you start melting, you start crying. It touches you. That's called devotion. They are logical. There's no logic there. It just touches you, right? Then no analysis is required, no intellect is required. It just bypasses the intellect. It touches your deep core, it goes down to body, it touches your unconscious, and you don't have access. Whereas logic works at your conscious level. And you are only 5% consciousness and 99%, 95% unconscious. So devotion touches your 95% of that. It hits you. You understand? And all these Puranas are there to develop devotion. And Vedanta is there to develop your logic. So that you purify consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously. Understand? So Jnana is there. Jnana is everything is Maya. It is. Take a flower, take a banana, and say start analyzing the banana. What is that banana? It's some nitrogen, some oxygen, and what is it? All chemicals. So everything disappears in Jnana. If you start analyzing, things will disappear, which is reality, right? That goes to formless by analysis, and Bhakti goes to form. Okay. Now reality, is it just formless or form?
It's formless.
It is both.
Essentially, it's formless, right? Out of which it's form and
Both.
manifested.
It is form manifested is also formless only. Form and formless is.
And form and formless is the thing, right?
No, I'm saying reality manifests as form and formless. Beyond this. That's why Buddha says emptiness is form and form is emptiness. Otherwise, you are drawing yourself into, cutting yourself into what your external world you are saying is form. Internal world is formless. There's no separation like that. It is one which is manifesting in various forms. It's one totality. If you as totality, it's one. Yeah, nothing is there. But if you look at both aspects of that, right? The aspect of you should see both aspects of divinity, form and formless. That the mind is designed for form. Intellect is designed for formless. So this is the realization. Very clear? I'm not saying everybody has to go through everything. I'm saying this is what the design is of spiritual system is. Okay? Not necessarily that everybody has to go through everything. But Bhakti is very beautiful. Devotion is very beautiful. Devotion has its own flavor. Just like Jnana has its own flavor. Okay? Now that flavor is very different. Right? How can somebody say about love if they have never experienced love in their life? Can you explain love to anybody?
So all the Vedantists are, did they have devotion like Jnana and all that?
They may or may not have. I'm not saying yes or no.
No, like can Vedantists have?
Shankaracharya, this poem, my mother sang the poem, right?
Is a Shankaracharya?
It's a beautiful poem about Narasimha. Right? Shankaracharya, the poems which are Shankaracharya, full of devotion. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam. You poems will melt. They understood the importance of both heart and mind. Ultimately, whole thing has to be clear now. So Shankaracharya's poems, devotional poems, are very intense. There is actually a poem called Shangara Lahari, no? What is it? Saundara Lahari. Saundara Lahari. It is explaining the beauty of the mother universe. Very intense. And you can think, you think whether sannyasi can think, describe a woman like that. Describe the beauty of the universal mother. Right? So don't compartmentalize it. They are not compartments. Ultimately, as a being, completely, total being, you have to get intense. To seva, bhakti, jnana. They are all part of the one package. It is not necessary that you need everything. For somebody, some maybe some work. They are like some pickle, some curds, some sambar. It's a combination, right? To say that no, I don't never eat my curds in my life, you are missing some taste of life, like that. Now, jnana has to be learned from a jnani, otherwise it becomes ajnana. Understand? Bhakti has to be learned from a bhakta, a devotee. Bhakti cannot learn from a jnani. Shankaracharya has both jnani and bhakta. Right? So jnana has to be learned from a jnani and bhakti has to be learned from a bhakta.
Devotion will be all the things, right?
Can be or cannot be. I cannot say that.
No, may not be.
No, there are examples which are not both. I have examples also.
but then like Krishnamurti.
There can be, right? There are some exceptions, but somebody who has gone through a deep spiritual process would have gone through all these three stages: seva, bhakti, jnana. If you have not gone through it, then some aspect of spirituality is missing. You may get enlightenment or liberation, that's a different thing. But then the totality of life, somewhere there's a missing link. So now bhakti you have to learn from bhakta, devotee. Bhakti you cannot learn from a jnani. And same way, jnana you cannot learn from a bhakta. Bhakta, it doesn't matter. So Bhagavan lifted on with one finger the mountain. How did he lift with one finger? What is the secret behind that? I don't care. He is lifted. Bhagavan never did. That is called devotion, right? For there you don't logic bypass. It goes hard. And you feel joyful, you feel the whole body will vibrate with that love. That's why most of the people love bhajans and all. They love. Right? It touches them. It's very natural for human beings. Right? Then whether somebody goes for jnana, I don't know. But jnana is another aspect of human understanding. Correct?
It's greater than bhakti.
You don't say greater.
Because that is the final thing, right?
I would say a bird has two wings. One wing is called jnana and other wing is called bhakti. Right? Now can a bird fly with just jnana? It can't.
But Jnana deliberate. Can yeah, it's not.
It's not possible. It's an incomplete human being. It will become very dry and he will become very dry human being. Right? That's why sannyasis are supposed to have dropped the world. Okay? Develop devotion in sannyasis, they are asked to read Bhagavatam in original form. The original form of Bhagavatam, listening to original form of Bhagavatam touches you. Bhagavatam. Understand? So if Vedanta is a textbook of Bhagavatam is textbook of Bhakti. But you have to listen to a person from person who has really Bhakta. Okay? A Jnani cannot, the moment a Jnani starts explaining Bhagavan, he says Bhagavan is pure awareness. Bhagavan dances awareness, dances how God things go on. So it's like a chemist saying what is the beauty of the flower. Right? Chemist will say, okay, flower means oxygen, hydrogen and some molecules of carbon. Okay, the smell is there, it is coming because of carbon molecules. So why is the beauty of the flower? It is gone. So Jnana Bhakti you have to listen from it, Bhakta. That's why this actually Bhagavatam tells this. Bhagavatam tells all these combinations. Case studies are there in various combinations. Okay. These Gopikas represent the highest form of devotion, Bhakti. Okay. Krishna leaves this Vrindavan and goes to Mathura because he is asked by the king to come there. He kills Kamsa and he becomes the sort of kingmaker there. Then he is not able to return to this place, Vrindavan. But the devotion of the gopis, the bhakti of the gopis touches Krishna. Okay. Krishna has a minister called Akrura. Krishna, Akrura, okay, Akrura is a greatest Jnani of that time. He was a great Jnani of that time. Actually, he learned from Brahaspati Acharya, who is the topmost being at that time. So that means Akrura is considered as your IIM graduate, top IIM graduate type. He is a topmost Jnani, and he understands the reality is Maya and Atman is the only reality and all those things. So the Krishna tells him, okay, Gopikas are suffering because of devotion to me. Okay, then you go and teach them. You go and console them. So Akrura goes there, where through Vrindavan. He gets horrified by the condition of gopis. They have become mad with love for Krishna. Somebody is wherever Krishna has walked, she is taking the mud and putting it on her head. Okay, right? Somebody says Krishna is sitting here with me. Somebody says Krishna was talking to me here. Somebody says that's where the Krishna ran away from me. Right? So the whole life is centered around Krishna. Akrura feels a pity on them. Okay. Akrura explains to them, see Krishna, you are thinking Krishna is a body, form is not a reality. The form is not a reality. Right? Then Gopikas blast him. Bloody fellow, you don't even understand. Where is Krishna, they say. Then Krishna says, Akrura says, Krishna is in Mathura. You bloody fellow, idiot, you don't know where Krishna is. Now if I call Krishna, Krishna will come and sit here, they'll say. Just they call Krishna and Krishna sits there in front of them. The formless takes the form with the devotion. Okay. So Akrura is stunned. Any gopi calls, Krishna is there in front of them. Whereas he is a minister in the Krishna's place. He thinks Krishna is some place somewhere, sitting somewhere. The devotion of the gopis makes Krishna manifest. Then gopis tell him, boss, we know that you are a big Gnani and all. You say Omkara is highest and it's formless. Form is also God. God is both form and formless. Okay. Then they tell Gopi Gita, which is a teaching of gopis to Akrura. Listening to them, the Akrura starts melting. Actually, otherwise his heart has not melted. His only intellect has melted. Buddhi has melted. Understand? His heart has not melted. Listening to gopis, he gets stunned. His whole body vibrates. Okay, then he starts crying for Krishna. Even though he is sitting with Krishna in the Mathura. His devotion of the gopi starts touching him. Okay, he starts crying for Krishna like mad. Okay, he also becomes one of them. And then he experiences the love, deep love. In Jnana, you experience deep peace. In Bhakti, you experience the deep love. So, do you say that love is something which you have to miss?
So, but it doesn't matter once a person is liberated.
No.
What is missing? It is immaterial.
No. I'm saying that is an aspect of life. Whether you want it or not, it is a different thing. So, these gopis had experienced both the devotion and Jnana. Whereas Akrura had experienced only Jnana. You understand the difference? So now he starts crying. Then he realizes. What he realizes? To get to the Krishna, okay, physically if you meet him doesn't matter. You have to go through the bhakta of the bhakta of the bhakta of Krishna. Devotee of Krishna is, if you listen to him, you will get that devotion. Then he comes back and says, no. Devotion, bhakti of bhakta, no, important. Okay? Where bhakta has walked, not Bhagavan has walked. That dust if you take and touch to your head, then you get devotion. So that's actually is called Gopi Chandana. Many of the Brahmins you see them, they put the white tikka, no? Not the vibhuti. There is in South India, South Canada, Madras. They put a nama, even ISKCON.
Even my house elders put
Gopi Chandra.
They have Vallabh Pants.
Vallabh, right? Gopi Chandra means the place where Gopi walked.
My Davaji puts it. He puts it daily. My father's elder.
Right? Gopi, the place where the land where Gopis walked, the mud of that if you touch, okay, you will get devotion. That is the idea. That's why every day they take the mud of that place and touch to your head. So the devotion is also part of human life, right? The form and the formless. Don't compartmentalize the universe. That's okay. A Gnani says, oh, everything is Maya and all. A Bhakta says, Jnana is okay, try and all. But ultimately, reality is, many aspects are there, dimensions are there. Understand? With the Jnana, you'll get a peace of mind, silence. With Bhakti, you'll get intense love for the whole universe. I would say Jnana and Bhakti are two wings of the bird. Cut one wing, the bird cannot fly.
With Jnana, one will be self-centered. With the devotion, it will be love. So, in order for world to function, devotion is more important. For liberation, jnana is more important.
No, no. Love purifies your heart. See, ultimately selfishness is what blocks you. Understand? Ego, dissolution of ego also means dissolution of selfishness, which is love only. They are different words for the same thing. So you have to understand that para bhakti and para jnana, they are different things. The highest form of devotion and highest form of jnana you have to understand. If whatever your awareness you have, this is awareness of consciousness, this is called jnana, this is not para jnana. When you get realization, it's called para jnana. Okay, then you understand what is reality. Similarly, bhakti is there. Person has a bhakti, Krishna bhakti, Guru bhakti, or whatever bhakti is there. That is not a full understanding, it is partial. So that's called bhakti. But when there's a realization happens, it's called para bhakti. Now you are not, no longer, it's a, what I am saying, it's theory. Right? At the para bhakti and para jnana level, they are one and the same. A highest bhakti is highest jnana also. A highest jnani is highest bhakti. They are same. Para bhakti and para jnana will mismatch.
Are you just telling some para jnanis don't have para bhakti like Krishna?
Some cases are there exceptions. Otherwise, a jnani like Shankaracharya, he is a para jnani. He is the highest jnani. And he is para bhakta also. He is considered as what I call as the greatest Vishnu bhakta. So, para bhakti and para jnana level, when the people have the eyes, both bhakti and jnana become one. Till that point of time, there are two wings of the bird. They appear to be separate. But in the highest realization, they are one and the same. Melt in bhakti. You become silent in jnana. They are not different. In fact, if your nervous system becomes more and more silent, you start developing deep love, compassion by nature itself, because that's what your nature is, nature of form. So, any question in Bhakti and Jnana?
Dayanand Saraswati was an enlightened person.
Which Dayanand Saraswati?
Dayanand Saraswati who started Arya Samaj.
I don't know. Let us not worry about enlightenment or non-enlightenment of somebody, right?
No, he was a Gyani.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Famous, right?
He is famous, but I have no idea about what he is. Right? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is both Bhakta and Jnani. Right? He is full of devotion, and at the same time, whatever spiritual truth he takes is a Vedanta. Correct? So, that's how it is.
Yeah, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he was like, why he used to worship Kali. When he knew that it is all nothing else. But
That's what I'm saying.
When he knows the highest thing, then why he used to worship?
That's what I'm saying. So there it is actually. So at some point of time it doesn't matter. Okay, but it matters in the beginning, initial stages.
No, but when he was a Gyani, he used to worship like Kali.
No. He means who?
Krishna, Ramakrishna.
He means who?
As a body.
Ramakrishna as a consciousness is already merged with Rama and Krishna. Right? Okay, he is no longer there.
Then why the worship is there?
The body is accustomed, the body has some residual importance. So it has come through, I say prarabdha, right? That has a devotion built into that. Okay? It's like engine which is running. And suddenly a jnani, somebody gets enlightenment, doesn't become from poet, he doesn't become a dancer. His body mind complex is designed for poetry, so that will continue. But he is detached internally.
And also last time you told it's to also show to the extent. Once you realize it's to also show.
So then another thing is there, it's a teaching. Once you realize, don't break the bridge of the teaching. You have to show the people world that this is how learning has to happen. Through devotion and jnana. They'll continue to act out to help and guide people who have to cross the way. So you have come to this thing, right? You have studied quantum physics. A bacha is there. Hey, don't study physics, what? Newtonian physics, all outdated. Go and study quantum physics. You have to teach him quantum physics only, no? So teaching also they will apply like that. But don't neglect Bhakti and Jnana, they are same. In reality they are same. True understanding and appreciation is called Bhakti, right? True understanding leading to the love for that is called Jnana. True love and understanding is called from Bhakti to Jnana. Jnana to Bhakti. People can travel from one path to other path. But a Jnani, true Jnani like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, continues to live and show the people, other people, the way by his life. Okay. Any questions? So otherwise we'll spend some time with you want to spend some time? Everybody has time. You want to spend some time? Or you want to leave? Whatever is that.
I wanted to ask one more question.
Yes.
It's not related to any spiritual. I just wanted to know, like suppose enlightened person, will he have any problems? Suppose if you don't like anything, can it be that he doesn't like anything and doesn't want others to do it?
An example. Give an example. Don't just ask general question.
Suppose you don't like the behavior of somebody, and will you object to that behavior?
Will I means who I? Who is that I?
As a person.
The self is impartial.
So will it object, or will it be like let's rest in peace? Why
No,
create
no.
attention around?
As real Jnanis, all words and actions are not for himself. It is like and dislike. It is only to help and guide the students. He has no personal likes and dislikes in that sense. If he says don't do something, it's only to help the person to evolve. If it's real Jnani. If it's not real Jnani, then he may have personal likes and dislikes. That's a different thing.
No, real Jnani.
Then he has no personal likes and dislikes. For him, everybody is divine.
If some habit of somebody, he may not, it may not be correct, or he may not like it personally.
He will just not like the habit.
He
not
may
the
he
person.
will just say that this habit is not correct.
So will he object to that, or
See, he will do whatever is best interest of that person. Right? For example, somebody has a cancer. So what is the best interest of the doctor to do that? You have to cut open, do laser surgery. So if doctor becomes this thing and gives a tablet, then he is killing the patient. So Jnani, whatever he does, is in the best interest of the disciple. Okay, it may appear as a personal like and dislike of that person, but it is not so. If he is a real Jnani, it is not so. Have you understood? Whatever prescription doctor gives is not because doctor likes it or doesn't like it. It is what is required for the patient. Similarly, a real Jnani will teach whatever is required for the student. He may say don't go there, but that is not because he doesn't like it. By going there, this person's evolution may go down. Is it clear? A Jnani has gone out of personal likes and dislikes. Otherwise, he is not a Jnani. He doesn't see a person. He sees God in everybody. Then only he is called a Jnani. If he sees a person, he is not a Jnani. He sees God in everybody, everything, including living and non-living. Then only he can be a Jnani. Okay. Now this question may come in case of Ajnani, his behavior. We don't know who is Jnani, who is not Jnani. It may appear to be personal likes and dislikes. That's a different thing. But a real Jnani has no such a thing, right? For example, there was a Nityananda Baba, not your Nityananda. Okay. So there is a Nityananda in this place, Kanjangal, South Canada, during British days, right? So then people, he doesn't like people. He doesn't this thing, what is it? Talk to people. He just sits silently. Then people come for function. He used to take big stones and throw them at them. Okay. And when people come, he just sits at the back like this, looking at the wall and with the back to them. Okay. And if people come, he'll just throw a stone. He say, fools, you have come to Jnani to ask for some chota thing. Okay, they're asking for your marriage, promotion and all. That's why I throw stones at you. Right? For Jnani, you have to come for Jnana. None of you people are coming. So that's why I throw stones at you. Right? But people used to take that stones as prasadam. Okay, it used to hit them. That used to take as prasadam. And their life used to transform. So his behavior, he is bringing change in them. Meher Baba was there. For several years he didn't open his mouth. Silent. But because of his silence, many people got transformed. Recently, I met a Shishya of Meher Baba last week. Silent. The silence transforms. Some Jnanis to teach in silence. Some Jnanis teach through action. Some Jnanis teach through words. Right? Some Jnanis teach through their life. There's no way you can say this Jnani will behave like this. There's no formula. Some Jnanis may live like a recluse, a beggar. Some Jnanis may live like an emperor. Some Jnanis can become teachers. Some Jnanis can become just silent and go somewhere. There is no formula. What happens after Jnana is the universe operates through them. Okay. Whatever is best interest of the universe will happen to them. It's not an individual. There's no more individual. Buddha is not an individual. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is not an individual. To call Ramakrishna Paramahamsa as a person is a falsehood. Rama and Krishna is one who has become Rama, and Krishna is called Ramakrishna. He has attained the consciousness of Rama and Krishna. One whose intellect has become fully blown, fully flowered is called Buddha. He is not a person like you and me. That's why people get transformed from them. They get touched by that person. Words of that person will have an impact on the people. So that's why Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says to say, what somebody teaches doesn't matter, but who teaches matters. Right? What somebody teaches doesn't matter. Same thing, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi people, many people can teach. But if they have not realized it, their words will have no, it's hollow, emptiness. They may be repeating the highest possible truth, but that will not carry the weight. But if a Jnani says that word once, it will have transforming effect. Because it's coming from the consciousness. So that's why Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says to say, give an example. What you say doesn't matter, but who says matters. There is a, you come to Rajarashinagar. There are no lights there. You say, oh, Rajarashinagar, there is no light. Nothing will happen. But Manmohan Singh comes, what? He just sees, he doesn't say light also. Next day, all tube lights will be switched on. Like 24 hours. Why? What difference is there? Manmohan Singh, by position, he commands that. Understand? Whereas the Jnani commands his position by consciousness. And his word will have transforming effect on the people. That's what Jnani is about. That's what Bhakta is about. If you be with the Bhakta for a few minutes, you will just get transformed, melt.
I feel funny.
Yeah, I feel funny comes from where?
I feel it funny.
From here, right? It comes from here, right? So it has to come from here. Then you'll say, that was what happened to us. 3 months he didn't go back to Mathura. Okay? He was crying with Gopikas, right? Then he said, my Jnana is useless in front of this Bhakti of Gopikas. That's what this Bhagavatam gives all case studies. Jnani versus Bhakta, Bhakta versus Jnani, and all those things. That's why you have to read Bhagavatam. It's very beautiful. Listen to Bhagavatam from Prema Pandani. Very beautiful. Right? Touches you. There's no logic and all. It is just logic. See, there's no logic in life here. This logic is all stupidity. So, that girl is beautiful. Somebody asked her, why logic? Tell me logical why she is beautiful. There's no logic, right? It's your perception of the whole thing. No, she is beautiful because she is 5 feet 6 inches. Right?
Just more touches the heart.
So that touches the heart. That's how finished. The person may be very dark and ugly, but you say, I love her. Finished. Right? So the love accepts without questioning. Right? Is it a higher quality? Peace. When you accept the highest truth unquestioningly, it's a higher quality of life. You have to question the lower things in life. But highest possible truth, if you listen, you should be able to accept it without passing through the filter of intellect. I will tell you. There's the highest logical scripture is there. Highest in India, there are scriptures which are logical and scripture which are devotional. Understand? The highest logical scripture is called Brahma Sutra. Very, very complex logics. Okay? The logics are so complex. In what later?
Tomorrow also there's class.
The law in Bhakti, you wanted to talk to me or what? No. So Bhagavatam is highest devotion and Brahma Sutra is highest logic. Very, very precise scientific logics. Very accurate logics. Arguments, counter arguments, so on. There's one teacher called Bannanji Govindacharya. He taught Brahma Sutra. He taught Brahma Sutra for 6 months, 1 month. I used to go there. The moment he opens his mouth, my body will melt. I'll start crying. Both logic and the devotion goes to mind. Here, there's no devotion in when he says Brahma Sutra. It's logic. But the logic, along with the devotion, it melts you. Right? The devotion for the subject, right? Science, very logical. But if you don't have love for science, what will happen to science? Can it go into your head? Right?
We have to have a flavor for it.
Huh?
One needs to have a flavor for it.
So your mathematics very, very logical, right? It doesn't require hard. But somebody doesn't love mathematics, can he learn mathematics?
You say I love mathematics. Because you score marks in that.
So that's what it is, my dear. Love, devotion and Jnana. You cannot separate out just like that. Save ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೋಯ್ತಾ still going on? Okay. Any questions, sir? Okay, sir. Stop.